श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् ॐ मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्त कौमुदीयं विरच्यते अ इ उन् ऋल् ऋक् ए ओङ् ऐ औच् हयवरट् ळण् ञमङणनं जहै घढधश् जबगडधश् खफ चठथ चटतौ कपै स ष सर hal iti maheshwarani sutrani. Okay, so yesterday we had the class, but the problem was there was some issues with internet, so we were not able to conduct. We conducted the class, completed it. After completing for 45-50 minutes each class, we understood that internet was not working. So we had to repeat it, and today we had to fight with the internet. Somehow we set up a new system and it is working. So AdyantauTakitau. AdyantauTakitau, that is the sutra we are seeing. In that we saw Adyascha tascha kascha iti takau. And I told tascha kcha, that is what he has written. And he says takara, akara is takara, takara uchcharanartha. I said already this is not necessary. We could simply say tascha kascha akara uchcharanartha. Akara uchcharanartha. Wherever you see akara, that is for uchcharana. Or takara dakara hai, kakara dakara hai, uchcharanartha also you can make it specific clearly. Okay. Now he says titkitau adyantavayavau staha. So tit and kit, it is a adye and anta avayava, which comes where? So therefore he says kasyeti akanshayam. When you have doubt, akanksha, doubt. When you have a doubt, for which? Akanksha, they give name to girls. Akanksha. He is doubt always. Huh? So akanksha yasya tau vihitau tayoho iti arthat labhyate. So for which? We are not going to say for the cat, for the dog, because we are talking about Shabda Shastra. And in the Shabda Shastra, to whichever Shabda you are bringing this sutra, for that Shabda, it is simple. So that is what is Arthat Labhyate. Arthat Labhyate means just a simple logic. Okay? Iti tadaha titkitau ityadina. That is what he says, titkitau. Kramaditi yathasankhya sutra labhyam. Kramat, this respectively word, we bring it from yathasankhya sutra. Yathasankhya manudesha samanam sutra. Yathasankhya manudesha samanam sutra says 1, 2, 3, 4 in the sthana, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the adesha, then 1:1, 2:2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4, like that is how we understand. Eco energy, HOI, in all these places we applied this eco energy, at least sthana samya we took the place of uchcharana, but here this is in HOI we took this yatha sankhya seriously. Okay, now iti vachyam. Tit adyavayavah, kit antavayava ityartha. Simply put, the meaning is this. Kit is a adyavayava, tit kitau. Adi anto. Tit is adyavayava, kit is antavayava. Tit is adyavayava. And kit is respectively. So, first, second. Okay. But there is a problem. What is the problem? Nacha evam sati. Militiyoho ekatra andaya abhavat katham iha dvandva iti vachyam. See, you cannot syntactically, anvaya is syntactical connection. You cannot syntactically connect a group of words with something. It is impossible. How can you do that? For that is it, nacha vachyam. Then why did you bring dvandva? Because there are two dvandvas. Adescha, antascha, one dvandva, adyantau, and tascha, kascha iti takitau. There is two dvandvas. Now, how can you connect like this? For that is it, nachavachyam. Don't say dvandva, it will become useless, redundant. Why did you bring dvandva? Prathamataha. This is how we have to understand. Prathamataha samudaya rupena parasparam युगलयोः अन्वय बोधम आदाय द्वन्द्व प्रवृत्तिं सत्याम. Let's come to this. Now there is a battlefield. There are two armies. Now in this battlefield where there are two armies, you say, okay, fight. The whole army does not jump on one person in the other side, whichever side it may be. The whole army does not jump on one person. So they need their equivalent opponent and they fight with them. That is how it takes place. Similarly here, this Adyanta-Takita, first the Samudaya is but when you ask, who is fighting? Oh, this team and that team, this army and that army. So this army and that army, that association syntactically is first made. After that, these people with those people, individual. So he says, similarly, what you have to do is Samudaya Rupena Parasparam Yugala Yoho. Yugala means twins. So there are this Adyanto twin and there is this Titkit twin. So Yugala Yoho Parasparam, this twin and with that twin we knew associate syntactically Satyam. When that happens, then यथासंख्य सूत्र पर्यालोचनाय पुनः प्रत्येक अन्वय होती. Then you bring in the यथासंख्य सूत्र, this the two, that two, यथासंख्य सूत्र, then okay, 1 1 2 2, that is connected, right? यचोयवा इत्यादौ अपि एष गतिः. In यचोयवा 2, this is the rule, this is how you understand. Because Yechaha is a Pratyahara, that is a different issue. But Ayavayavaha is again Dvandva Samasa. How will you connect it with that? So we bring in the same logic, there is no issue there. Loketu, this example is very beautiful. But where do we see this kind of example? Careful, listen to this. Loketu evam jati ka prayogaha असंगत असाधुरेव इति भाष्यादिषु सिद्धम. भात्यादि स्पष्टम सिद्धम. So what does he say? Loketu, in the world, evam jatiyaka prayoga, this kind of usage. First the group and then the individual, this kind of usage, there is no logic for this, therefore don't accept this in the world. Asadhureva, it is not right, it is not logical. Iti bhashya, this is spashtam, in bhashya, etc. It is clear. I'm just giving you an example. Because I said two armies, it's a good example. And two armies meet each other. That's a good example. It is not that one person is going to fight another person. They both are going to, there are sometimes we three go and fight with them. That is also possible. So 1:1 is very rare. That is why he says, Kamena. Even in football, only few people are there, but one fellow takes the ball, then the whole team runs behind him. 3-4 people at least run behind him. So that is how it happens. Atra eva yatha sankhya sutra upanyaso yuddha. Yatha sankhya sutra should have been commented upon here in this place. This is the proper place for yatha sankhya sutra. Sarudha ardhatukasya idvaladehe. Ardhatukasya idvaladehe. In the Ucharna Samaya, they read it like Ardhatukasya idvaladehe. It is not set valadehe because set is something else. Ardhatukasya it. So, what is Ardhatukasya it valadehe? Valadi pratyaya, wherever the Valadi pratyaya is there for Ardhatuka it will come. Now, Haya Varat Lan Yamanam Javain Kapai Shashar Hal till that. Leaving Ha, everything else. Hal, that also came. Anyway, Ya is left. Okay, Haya Varat. Ya is left. Only Ya is removed from the scheme. Now, Bhu plus Ta. Tas tam 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 tam, etc. You bring in Bhu plus Ta. Ta is not Sardhatka because Tingshit Sardhatkam, Ardhatkam Shesha. So two sutras. Tingshit Sardhatkam, this is neither Ting nor Shit. Ta. Therefore, we bring in the second sutra, Ardhatuka Sesha. Ardhatuka Sesha. So Ardhatuka Sesha, this gets the name Ardhatuka, which gets the name Ta. So Ardhatukasya it. For this Ardhatuka, Valadi Ardhatuka, for this is Valadi, Takaradi. So Valadi Ardhatuka gets a it. It is AdyantauTakitau. It is going to come before the ta. AdyantauTakitau. Adi tit. So before the ta, it is going to come. E is going to come. Bhu plus E plus ta. In this situation, Sardhatka Ardhatakayoho, Bho plus E plus ta. Okay. Next is you have Yacho Yava Yavaha. Bho plus E, Yacho Yava Yavaha. Therefore, what you do is you bring in Au. Bhav plus E plus ta, Bhavita. That is the Rupa. Bhavita. Noho Kuktuk Shari. Prang Shashtaha. Prang Shashtaha. Prang plus Shashtaha. That is the form. Prang plus Shashtaha. Now, Prang, Nakara it. Not Nakara. Nakara is there. Noho, following Nakara. When Shat follows, when Nakara is followed by Shar, Nakara or Nakara. Now we have Nakara. Nakara is followed by Shar. Sha, Sha, Sar, Shashta. Sha is there. Then what happens? Cook, took. Cook or took. Respectively again. So we bring in cook. Because Nakara. So Nakara, Prang plus cook. Cook, Kakara it, Ukara it. Kakara remains. Prang plus Ik plus Sashta. Prang Sashta. That is the form. Prang. That is a Kakara. Prang Sashta. Okay. So iti. Ityadi udaharan. These are the examples. Fine. Purastad apavadaha anantaran vidhin badhante na uttaran iti. Purastad apavadaha. The later apavadas negate the following rules, not the other rules. Example. See, we know what apavada is. When red light says, we stop the vehicle. Generally, that's what we do. We have to do. Now, there is an exception here. If your vehicle carries a red light, like an ambulance or something, when it carries a special vehicle, then what happens? You don't stop in the red light. That's an exemption. Now, all the others should have to wait for this ambulance to move. They should have to wait. Whether it is a green light or whatever, they will wait. But that does not mean whatever vehicle which left before the red light, they should also wait somewhere till this vehicle passes. No, because I am taking a left turn and the ambulance is going to go straight. If I am going to stop because of this ambulance, then the whole traffic there will be jam. So similarly here, Uttaran Badhante na Anantaran Badhante na Uttaran. It negates the later, not the Uttara. Similar for that is the reason Sashti Sthane Yoga Ityasya Anantarasya Ayam Apavada. This is Apavada for what? Sashti Sthane Yoga. The Sashti Sthane Yoga, only for this is the Apavada, not for Pratyaya Parascha. So he says Pratyaya Parascha iti anena tu Paratvad Badhit. This is negated by Pratyaya Parascha. Pratyaya, Pratyaya, where will it come? Parascha, always. Whether it, whatever is the Pratyaya, Tak Pratyaya, Kit. But still, AdyantauTakitau it will not listen to. It will always come after the base word. So, Tena, Chareshtaha, Goposhtak, Ityadayaha, Para eva bhavanti. Therefore, Chareshtaha, Goposhtak, all these, whether it is Kit or whatever, does not really matter. It will come only after. Fine. Next sutra. Midacontyadpara. 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 Mid achaha antyat parah. 4 pada sutras. Mid. Mid is prathama ekvachana. Whatever is in halantya, that is prathama ekvachana. We have already seen this halanta, therefore prathama ekvachana. Achaha. Achaha is like ikaha. Ikasthana ikaha. Ikaha is sashti, therefore acha is also sashti. Antyat, ramat, like ramat, panchami. Panchami ekvachana. And paraha. Paraha is prathama ekvachana. Ramavat. Ramaha. Paraha. Now, prathama ekavachana, shashti ekavachana, panchami ekavachana, prathama ekavachana. 4 pada sutra. Midacontyadpara. Now, what is the meaning of the sutra? This is a very important thing. That is why first he says, instead of explaining the sutra, he says, Achaha iti sashtyantam. Achaha is 6th case. That should be made clear because there is a usage for the 6th case in the sutra. When you say 6th case, there is a specification in the sutra. So he says first, he establishes that. What is that usage will be seen in Sashti Sthana Yoga, the next sutra. This Acham Madhye Yo Antya. What is the meaning of the sutra? Acham Madhye Yo Antyaha. Acham Madhye Yo Antyaha. Tasmat Paraha. Tasmat Paraha. Tasya Eva Antavayo Mitsyat. Okay. Acham Madhye Yo Antya. Among the ach, multiple vowels. Whatever is the final vowel. Okay. Apatitam is the word I chose. A-pa-ti-ta-im. Apatitam. In this we have pakara takara e, takara no vowel after makara. It's only makara. So e, what is the final vowel? The final of takara. Patitam ta. Okay. So the final of takara is the final vowel. After that, this should come. Which should come? Mith. Whatever comes in mith should come. And mith agama also is like not all the makara it is agama. We'll see this also. Not makara it, all makara it as agama. This is a rule wherever mith agama num. Idito num dhatoho sutra. This num is myth. So where should this num agama come? For that this rule, this paribhasha is. There is no niyama there. Idito num dhato. For itu num dhatu, num should come. That's all. For where should it come? That is specified here. That is why chindanti, vindanti, etc. you do. Okay. Now, tasya paraha parasya eva antavayava. Only for that final vowel, this becomes the antavayava. This becomes a avayava, a part of it. Fine. Tika midacontyadpara. Makara it yasya sa myth. Myth. What is myth? M-Y-T-H. Myth is a mythology, etc. We are not talking that. Myth is like not that. What is myth here? Makara it is myth. Wherever makara is it, given it because of halantya, etc. That is myth here. Okay. Antya avayavaha paro bhavati iti arthe. So if you are going to generally say after the final character, this will come. Then she muchadi namityado idam na pravarte. In she muchadi, etc. This sutra will not be applied. Therefore, tatra antasya. Why? There is no ach there in the final. Like apatitam, the word, there is no final vowel. Final is a consonant. So it will not be applied there in the consonant. So he says that will not be a vowel. Atah, that is why he says in the vritti, acha iti sashtyantam iti. That is why it has to be said. Acha is 66th case. Meaning, yatascha nirdharanam ityayati aneneti bhava. Yatascha nirdharane, yatascha yataha ataha. So yataha, if you say, that is nirdharana. To specify, this is how it is. To specify, you say yataha. Okay? Achaha iti ekatvam avivakshitam. In achaha, we are not referring to avivakshitam. It is not the desire to say singular. When we say ach, we are not specifying it should be singular. What does that mean? Achaha means it the whole vowel, the vowel group. How can it be singular? So, to understand that, we'll go to Tattva Bodhini, this particular line, which is a later line. We'll see the other lines before also later. But first, this is important here. Sutre jati abhiprayena achayiti ekatvam iti bhava. In the sutra, with reference to the class, singular is used. Jatau eka vachanam, that's a rule. In a class, to refer to a class, we use singular. Cow. When you say cow, you are not referring to one cow, particular cow. You refer to the class of cow. So here also you have to understand the same thing. Acham madhye ityadina antaveva iti tadaha etacha tika etacha adyanto ityataha antagrana anuvritya labhyate. AdyantauTakitau. From there, we are carrying this anta word. Only the anta word. That is not possible because that's a dvandva and you cannot cut one portion and bring it. It's utter stupidity. So he says, no. Adyanta shabda ekadeshasya anta shabdasya tanmatre swaritatva pratignya balena anuvritti sambhava. What you said is right. That's not possible to cut one portion of the Dvandva. But there is a logic possible. Like when we chant Vedas, Agnimile, chant Agnimile, Agnimi. What did you say? Okay. For you, it is impossible to chant. Therefore, we say Agnim Ile. We break the words. Similarly, where did we break? We didn't break. Gnim, ag, nim, or ag, nimi, le. We didn't break like that. We broke in the place where there is a swarita. Agnimi, there is a swarita. So, similarly here also, there is a AdyantauTakitau. There is a possible swarita. AdyantauTakitau. That swarita bala, because of the strength of that swarita, you can break it. That's the rule. And that is why we say, since it is aswarita, there is no swarita here. This is not a vidhi, this is a paribhasha. That is how you differentiate the vidhi and paribhasha. Okay, and at the end there should be a swarita if it is a vidhi, or otherwise it will be a paribhasha. Okay, now he says that is the ideal rule. Adi grahanam anuvartya paraditva abhyogametu. Now if you are going to bring the adi also, then there is another problem. Adi, after the adi parat. Anta parat is what should be the right thing. But adi parat, after the adi, because adyanto, you are not able to censure the adi, so you are carrying also, let it be also. If you are going to do that, then tu varini iti bahuvachane sarvanamasthane cha sambuddho iti nanta angasya vihito dirgho na siddhyate. What happens? Varini, there is a rupa. Varini, ni, dirgha. So, sarvanamasthane cha asambuddho is the sutra. Sarvanamasthane cha asambuddho. What is sarvanamasthana? Sudanapunsakasya, su aujas out. Leaving the su of a vocative. The five are referred to as sarvanama. And there you bring in the num and upada dirgha etc. There what happens is the dirgha is specified. Sarvanama stane cha asambuddho. In the sarvanama sthana, sambuddhi binna sarvanama sthana, you have to do this. Now that vihita dirgha, that dirgha which is specified there, it will not be applied. Na siddhyata. Avaktatve tu bahuliha ityatra bahu वहाभ्रे लिह इति खशी आरुद्विषत् इति मुमि तस्य मोनुस्वार इति मान्तस्य पदस्य भीतो अनुस्वारो न स्यात् अभक्तत्वे. When you don't split it, again you have another problem. In vahabre, in this word vahar liha, there is a sutra. Because of vahir liha, we bring in vahabre liha khash. We bring in kash. When kash follows liha, okay, then arud vishat mumi, we bring in mum. When you bring mum is a makara ita, ukara ita, makara, kevala makara. Now since it is makara, you are bringing a makara to something, mo anuswara. What does it mo anuswara do? Makara is transformed to anuswara. Now he says mantasya padasya vihito anuswara. That anuswara which is enjoined there, it will not be possible. Na siddhyat, na labhyat, na syat. Vastutastu. In reality, this is how you have to establish the meaning of the sutra. All this confusion, bringing the AdyantauTakitau and breaking your head is not necessary. See, this is how you have to understand. I am not carrying forward any word here. Yasya samudayasya mid vihitaha tasya acha madhye. To which group the myth is enjoined, among them, among the ach in them, that word, madhye, yo antya, whatever is the final ach. Tasmat para, after that, this myth will take place. Iti tasya samudayasya antavayava iti vyakhyam. That is the samudaya antavayava, that samudaya, simple. So, for whichever samudaya you are going to enjoin the myth, in that among the ach of that samudaya, the final ach is where you have to choose, and after that you have to bring in the no. Simple. Instead of bringing the anta, the aveva, etc., there is no need for all that, he says. Okay, vastutastu. That's the secret. Vastutastu, when he says a secret there. Iti yakyam. This is how he should have commented upon it. Ata eva samudaya bhakto mititi bhashyam sankachate. That is why samudaya bhakta myth is samudaya bhakta. Myth is asu. Bhakta means split, separation. And that is why bhakti means a duality. Bhakta and bhakteya, that which is object of devotion. Now here bhakta is devotion, association. So he says earlier bhakta means split, here it is a association. He says samudaya bhakto myth. Myth is samudaya bhakta. Myth is always associate with the group. In the bhasha it is said. Samasashray vidho mulakara svakshate. In samasashray vidhi, mulakara himself is specified this. Angasya num vidhana tad bhaktehe hi num. Anga gets the num, therefore only in association with that part the num will be enjoined. Samudaya's part, bhakta can also be a part. A part of the samudaya is where the num will take place, not in other place. That's the idea. Okay. Tattvabodhini Tika, we have to see this. Midacontyad, etc. Finally, he says runadhi. After that, Runadibhyo Shnam. Runadibhya Shnam. That is the sutra. Runadibhya Shnam. Shnam is Vikarana Pratyaya. In Shnam, Shakara, Lashakvatadhite, Makara, Halantyam. Only Nakara, Na remains. So he says, no. Shnam is a Vikarana Pratyaya, not Agama, because of Makara it. Okay? But Makara it has a usage or not? Should we treat it as a treat it using Midacontyadpara or not? For that he says, no. Purva yogavat ayamapi purastad apavada nyayena sthana yoga matrasya apavado astu iti chet. See, like you said, you gave us a purastad apavadaha anantara badante. This logic which you brought. Based on this, Midacontyad will also be only negation for the Sthani Sashti Sthani Yoga. Why don't you bring it like that? Iti cheta, na, don't say that. Why? Badhya samanya chintam ashritya swavishaye prapte sarvam badhyate. Iti iha abhyagamat, because we accept a simple logic. Whatever is generally that needs to be negated, whatever presence in front of that, that will negate it. We will give an example. In the Puranas, there is a story. Parvati removed the dirt from her body and made a form. And some idiots will come and claim, oh, she is so dirty. She removes dirt from her body. Her name is Shuddha. She is Shuddha. Shuddha means pure. You can't understand that. That's a different thing. Forget it. So the point is, she is removing the dirt. Means this is the game. This is the game for bringing the avatar. Okay. So what she does is, she removes the dirt as though, and then this is for to teach the ignorant people, the laymen, the Shastra, the subtle nuances of Shastra. So these kind of things are included there. So she creates a form, and that boy, she says, go and stand outside the gate. I'm going to lock the gate. Don't allow anyone inside. What do you understand? Don't allow anyone inside. Okay. Servant maid comes, get lost. You can't enter. Okay, fine. Minister comes, get lost. You can't enter. Then the Vahana, Simha of Devi, it comes, get lost. Then Shiva comes to the gate, just get lost. Shiva becomes angry, there is a fight which ensues. I want to see my wife, get lost. She said, no one includes you also. So that is the idea. Badhya samanya chinta mashirtya, whatever needs, whatever presents itself. That is why he says, Swavishaye prapte, whatever comes to it, that is to be negated. That's all. We don't discriminate between this and that. Iti abhyagamat. Anyatha, shtama mitkaranam vyartham syat. Otherwise, there is no point in bringing the myth there. Where? In Shnam, not the mythology, Purana. Myth is here. Shnam in Shnam, Makara is it. So that is, there is no point in bringing the Makara it. Yatra nacha. Okay, but I can give you a excuse so that you can escape through that road. What is the excuse? See, what did I say? Kascha, kascha iti takau. And there you said uchcharanartha. Similarly, here shravanartha, for you to hear. Uchcharanartha or shravanartha, they are same. So, tatra shravanartham eva makara syaditi. Uchcharanartha or shravanartha, only for that makara is used. You can escape, accept like that. Iti don't say. Iti nacha vachyam. Why? Trunaha im iti nirdesha. There is a very specific nirdesha. Trunaha im. There is a specific nirdesha, means statement which clearly establishes trunaha him. Therefore, you cannot bring this idea acham madhyeti. So we saw this. We will see the next sutra tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.